Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2022 NBA Draft. Colin, the pick is in for the New Orleans Pelicans. I guess I'll start. I had them with the number 8 pick in our mock draft, and I hadn't taken AJ Griffin. To me, this is a home run pick. Benedict Mathurin would have been awesome, but I don't think it was realistic for him to fall this far. And for that reason, I haven't taken AJ Griffin, and I think it's a perfect fit. They were 27th in the NBA in three-point shooting last year. They need a shooter because you have CJ McCollum, you have Brandon Ingram, these guys who can operate in mid-range and create your offense at times, but they need shooting. You had Jackson Hayes starting at the 5. You had, if Zion Williamson comes back, he can shoot, but he's not a shooter.
Right.
AJ Griffin is a shooter.
Right. Yeah.
45%.
I mean, that's the thing. His shot, it's probably one of the best shots in the NBA, if not
perhaps
the
the
best.
best.
Yeah. Might be the best.
Draft.
And not only that, he was kind of the shadow in Duke's offense because you had so many other guys. So what can he unlock from a shot creation perspective, from a playmaking perspective, from a defensive perspective? Obviously, there's questions with his health. He had an ankle injury and a knee injury, but he's also only 18.8 years old.
Yep.
So
I love how you remember the Destiny number.
I know. That's how much I loved him.
Yeah.
Unlimited potential here. I think he was one of my sleepers in this draft because people are going to draft him or look at him as just a shooter or a guy that might be able to develop and do a shot creator. I think he could be one of the best, overall well-rounded players in the draft with time. Instantly, though, you get a shooter, and I think that's, like you said, the first thing the Pelicans need.
I think a good floor comp here was like Cam Johnson. I think that's a really interesting proposition where you come in and he's going to be a 40% three-point shooter. Now, will they pick him? I don't know. We just spent all this time talking about AJ Griffin. Maybe they take Jeremy Sohan. Maybe they take somebody else. I have no clue. Let's see.
With the 8th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Pelicans select Dyson Daniels.
Oh,
that's such a
Australia.
I don't want to say it's a bad pick yet.
Oh, sorry. Instant reaction. That was my instant
Your
reaction.
instant reaction was a bad pick. Here, what did I say when we did our mock draft? What did I say the Pelicans needed?
Playmaker.
I said they needed a point guard because I didn't want to see CJ McCollum running point anymore.
That's
basically.
true.
You think of the starting lineup, it was like CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones, Jackson Hayes, and Jonas Valanciunas. You needed a creator at some point. The reason I didn't take him in the mock draft is because I'm not high on Dyson Daniels as a long-term prospect. With that being said, it makes sense why they took him at 8 because of his playmaking. Now, we can sit here and argue that his offensive upside is limited, which I think it is. But defensively and playmaking-wise, I don't think you can deny that.
Well, when you look at this, Pelicans fans can remember they had Lonzo Ball not that long ago. I think he's the same type of player here. I think he's a better defender, but I don't think the handle is there necessarily. I don't think his pop is there.
I don't think the explosion is there. I think that's the main thing.
So
off the bounce, you don't look at him and be like, oh, that guy could get to the rim.
Right, exactly. So you are banking on, 1, Zion being healthy. 2, you need to continue to have those pieces that you already have in Brandon Ingram and everyone else to continue to produce. And you have to hope that Dyson Daniels' floor is what they expect it to be. Can he be a starting point guard in the NBA, taking big minutes? Because the Pelicans are at a point where they have to retain stars and not have building pieces. Because you have Zion, will he leave? You have Brandon Ingram, he could leave. I don't exactly know that.
CJ McCollum. I look at, and this is the reason why I don't love the pick here. Dyson Daniels will be taking the ball out of Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, when Zion Williamson was healthy, he was an all-star. Why? Because they started isolating him.
Yep.
They started just saying, Zion, do your thing. Go get to the free throw line. Go create for others. That's 3 guys who need the ball in their hands.
Yep.
Dyson Daniels is a 4th, needs the ball in his hands. He can't shoot at the moment. Obviously, the shooting improved, and as at the combine, he wowed guys with his, he made like 23s in a row. Awesome. I'm not sold on it.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on it. So that's the first step. He has to be able to shoot, and then he has to be able to play off of these other guys off ball, which I just don't think he can do. But again, I wouldn't have taken him here. I'm not saying it's a bad pick because I understand the fit and I understand why you're doing it. Just for me, I just would have taken AJ Griffin. I just think AJ Griffin would have been a home run pick.
Yeah, I think it's a guy that has not a higher floor, but I think he has a high floor, and then
he also has translatable skill.
At
3-point shooting, that's kind of the most important thing right now. Whereas Dyson Daniels has not proven that at all.
Exactly, and we don't even know if he can be a primary ball handler yet. Yeah. So we'll see.
I mean, there's comps like Boris Diaw, Kyle Anderson. It's like all those stuff. Like, okay, Pelicans fans, you got Kyle Anderson on your team. How do you feel?
As your point guard.
Boris Diaw.
That's your point guard.
That's your point guard. Again, maybe he can translate to like a 3, maybe more so, but I don't want him playing maybe as a backup 3.
Yeah,
it's interesting, and I know Pelicans fans will probably be on our be like, we needed this creator, we needed this, like, you know, we're tired of watching Stephen McClellan at that point. Okay, well, just go either, I don't know the cap situation, but maybe you sign one, trade one.
This would be my idea if I was the Pelicans. I trade down. You trade down at this point, so I guess San Antonio.
Yeah, the Spurs on the call. This is my team. All right, let's go. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Very interesting pick from the Pelicans here. And yeah, I don't think there's another pick from there. So yeah, thank y'all for joining us.